So what strategies do we recommend? I want to reiterate the mantra of nutrition financing, that we want to make sure that we invest more monies in nutrition, but we also want to make sure that we focus on the right evidence so we get the results that we are looking for. So more money for nutrition, more nutrition for the money that has been invested in the countries. In order to do that, we need to focus on the best evidence that is available to get the impacts that we are looking for. And we need to put in place policies or strategies for tracking these resources to make sure they are used well. So public expenditure surveys are one way of doing that. Many countries have invested in social protection programs, in cash transfer programs to reduce child stunting, but cash transfer programs can only reduce stunting if they are closely linked to the nutrition agenda, if they are closely linked to nutrition behaviors. So it's really important to design these cash transfer programs, whether they are conditional or non-conditional, in a way that they can have an impact on nutrition. In addition to that, we need to put in place direct services to address nutrition challenges, things like promoting exclusive breastfeeding, making sure children get the micronutrients that they need. All of that is actually part of the strategy to reduce stunting in Colombia. And you're lucky that stunting rates are not too high in Colombia, but nonetheless, there is work to be done with that. As everyone knows, we're in a very serious crisis all over the world at the moment, with fertilizer prices increasing, food prices increasing, and disruptions in health and nutrition services. And all of this has come on top of the COVID crisis that came in 2020. So that being the case, what do you think we can do collectively? I think first and foremost, in a country like Colombia, where stunting rates are relatively lower, but they will increase if things are not put in place. So putting in place strategies around certainly maternal nutrition, as well as nutrition for young children, especially focusing on the first 1,000 days of a child's life when brain development is happening, is absolutely critical. So that's one part. And second, linking that with social protection, cash transfer programs is another intervention effort to put in place. But on the other hand, we are seeing obesity rates, both among children and women, increasing quite dramatically in Colombia. And because of the current crisis, we expect that increase will be even more in the coming years because of increases in food prices and dietary shifts. That being the case, it is absolutely critical for Colombia to put in place strategies, policies to reduce overweight and obesity. That means putting in place fiscal policies like taxation on unhealthy foods, starting with sugar-sweetened beverages. That has been done in many, many countries, but also putting in place strategies and policies to reduce the consumption of salt, trans fats, and other forms of sugar. And if you do that, not only will you improve health outcomes, nutrition outcomes, but you will also gain fiscal space in the country that can then be used to improve or to reinvest in health and nutrition programs.